Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian. We're back with more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Last episode, Sousa died, but we have him, so it's okay. We faked his death, and he's now with us, which is awesome. I'm so glad we got to keep Sousa. And also really glad that I watched Agent Carter before starting the season. I've been wanting to watch it, it's just, time and crap. So I just tried binging it. So unfortunately I wasn't able to record it. So I do apologize for that. Anybody that was interested in seeing my reaction to those. But at least I had an attachment to Sousa, because that had an impact. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have as much of an impact seeing Sousa here. I'd be like, why is the focus on this guy? But anyway, yeah, so Sousa's with us. We had to leave for, no wait, we didn't even, trying to remember stuff. Yeah, we had to leave Port Enoch again, and he was feeling not used, I'm pretty sure. Poor guy. And, I'm spacing. Hopefully, yeah, we're in the 70s, I'm pretty sure. So hopefully we'll see Enoch again. Hopefully we can bring him on the ship, because I feel really bad for him. He feels like he doesn't have any friends. We saw Mack and the chronocoms staying with him, so we don't know what kind of trouble they've caused in the 20 years that whatever the chronocom's name is, in the 20 years that he's been with Mack. So that should be interesting to see. Whoa.
Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh god,
Clark Gregg.
Ming-Na Wen.
Chloe Bennett.
Chloe Bennett.
Elizabeth Henstridge. Henry
The
Simmons.
giant himself.
Natalia Cordova Buckley.
This is so weird.
Jeff Ward. Tonight's episode, a trout in the milk.
What in the heck?
What happened to blending in?
I just don't understand the functional appeal of those elephant pants.
You mean bell bottoms? Well, fortunately, there's unfashionable squares in every decade, so you are set.
Hey, that's a
Nobody
good
seems
suit.
to look you in the eye now.
Huh, wait till they all get cell phones.
But what if you always plucked me out of time? Does that mean I always survived? And if we end up in your present, will we even be in the same time?
I'd stop thinking about it. Your brains will spill out.
Simmons can explain, sort of, but...
We'll be reunited soon.
Well, I hope so. Because if you and Fitz don't bump lemons, so to speak. My mom is never going to exist, and then I won't be born.
Huh.
Again, I think.
What? Oh my god, they're not alive. They're kind of.
I was wondering why you brought me here. I'm hardly even fit for recon. What if we run into complications, Mack?
You're damn fine at what you do. With or without your powers, they don't define you.
Then why do you call me Yo-Yo?
Because you always bounce back.
Good to know S.H.I.E.L.D. is going strong. Just wish I knew what they were celebrating.
Whatever it is, seems to be centered on him.
That's right. I forgot.
Little Ricky?
If by Little Ricky you mean General Rick Stoner, then yes, he's top brass at S.H.I.E.L.D.
Using targeting satellites and pinpoint laser telemetry, S.H.I.E.L.D. will now be able to neutralize hostiles anywhere in the world before they pose a threat.
Does sound familiar to you?
Yeah. Sounds like Hydra's 40 years ahead of schedule.
I present to you Project Insight.
Yep. God. Son of a.
If Nathaniel had his way, he'd be at home listening to the Carpenters on his hi-fi.
Nathaniel. So that must make you Gideon Malik.
Guilty as charged. you've heard of me, that can't be a bad
You almost
thing.
killed me later.
It's a list of targets for Insight. These are mostly S.H.I.E.L.D. assets. Wait, Bruce Banner.
Never heard of him.
That's because he's just a kid now, but in a few decades he becomes an Avenger.
Crap.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing.
Good.
What's your name again?
Patrick Kutik.
Right. And remind me, where did you come from?
Processing.
Have you ever been up to River's End? I just bought a house in town.
I can't say that I have.
Yeah? My friends told me differently. Did you really think I wouldn't remember you?
One could hope.
Enough. This ends now.
Stand down. Stand down.
Sorry, kiddo. Technically not supposed to be alive, so.
Sorry, kid, it's nothing personal.
So S.H.I.E.L.D. takes hostages now? Anything else you aren't telling me?
Look, man. We weren't gonna do nothing. Oh boy, yes! By the way, Susan, she can do that. Crap. Time
We gotta find
sucks.
some wheels and get out of here.
I don't see Mack and Yo-Yo. Maybe?
Come with me if
Yeah!
you want to continue to exist.
Yeah, you duck.
Yes, as I have been for the last 40 years. Now buckle up.
Sorry we left you behind. Thanks for the lift and sweet ride.
Thank you. Consumer Reports gave this vehicle a 5-star safety rating. And its fuel economy is
Enoch!
best in class.
Book it! Oh god.
They're jumping alley.
To when? Where are we going?
I don't know. I can't control it.
This is our only chance to stop Insight. We can't be on this ship.
Oh, Jesus. You gotta do this the old-fashioned way?
How far did we jump?
It's the day of.
Happy 200.
Was I supposed to know that we would jump? I keep forgetting.
Jemma Simmons, you are forgetting.
I'm getting confused. I'm not sure.
Have you told anyone else?
I'm afraid to. But why am I afraid to tell these?
Come with me. Nobody understands the time drive. That is by design.
So you're screwing with time, but you have no idea what you're doing.
Hey, back off. She's trying.
That's not good enough. You're playing with matches and burning the house down.
Leave her alone.
Not until I get some answers. Lives are at stake. I was taken out of my life for this.
Yeah, we all were. We all were.
Listen up. It's launch day for Project Insight.
What about Malik? We got a plan for him?
The waves won't stop coming until we remove him from the timeline.
Coulson said Malik has an estate in River's End. I want you to take the Quinjet and find it.
He's technically not supposed to be alive anymore, so we could technically take him out.
Maybe you need a bigger computer. That thing's too small. What?
But only old people use it for calls.
Well, I mean.
Wow. Yeah, you look okay for a guy who just aged 20 years.
Starting to hit him.
Looks like I missed a line.
I'm digging these throwback uniforms.
Oh my
Covert
god,
and
I just
fashionable.
Realized. Should get us past the security perimeter.
Old style comic S.H.I.E.L.D. uniforms. Jesus.
They told me if someone poked around in the system, it would be you.
S.H.I.E.L.D. has been infiltrated by a Hydra cell aided by sentient time-traveling aliens.
STTAs, synthetic or organic.
A combination of both, actually.
Sounds problematic. Well, this could take some doing.
Exactly. That's why we need you to suspend the launch protocol, and then we can...
Chastity, what are you...
And even if you figure out what's going on, there's nothing you can do. Because the chronocoms see everything. They see what you're going to do, and they know exactly.
They see that coming?
What did you just do?
He's supposed to be dead, right?
Waiting on your signal, Mack.
What did you just see?
Mack. Are those prisoners?
No. His parents.
My parents.
Insight. We can't let it launch.
Abort. Abort.
Force field or something? What?
Direct hit.
But we just gave up our position.
No, Daniel Whitehall. Daniel. Cell block D. No, I don't want to see the old man. I just want his instructions. Detailed instructions. Yes, genius. I want them written down. He had a theory about transferring enhanced ability surgically. I'm gonna find out if it works.
Yeah, it definitely works. It would kill Daisy, because it essentially killed her mom. She's just immortal and healed. Well, not really immortal, but she was basically immortal. Oh my god. This is a stressful episode. What is this episode? This is episode 5, right? Jeez, we still got so much to go. That was super stressful. We still have so much to do. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen there. Like them exploding the inside seemed so easy, but Mack said that they gave up their position. I don't know what else is gonna happen. Like what exactly is the chronocoms plan here? In this instance. So okay, there's a lot to go over. I feel bad for Deke. I don't know what that's gonna do to him. I mean, I know he's killed before, pretty sure. He's been trying to be different about it, but he no hesitation shot Malik, and he's not wrong. To be fair, Malik was supposed to be dead 3 years ago, so it's technically kind of repairing timeline. The timeline is already messed up right now. They jumped 40 years. At least S.H.I.E.L.D. did. I don't think they shared their technology with the rest of the world. But, yeah, the technology jumped ahead like 4 decades. Well, and Malik, well, at least, Wilfred Malik's dead. Nathan's still alive. He was supposed to die by going through the portal thing, and then the hive was supposed to eat him, basically. Gideon was just a prick as usual. I wasn't sure if he was like on to her about something, or if he's just an aggressive prick. I think that's what it was. Thank God Suze was there. Not that Daisy couldn't just, deck the guy herself, but that way they could keep a low profile. Not that she would. I'm assuming she would have been able to get out of there on her own, but it just made it much quicker. Less of a hassle. And it made Gideon kind of back down because, unfortunately, he's not going to see Daisy as a threat because he's an idiot. And yeah, she does get him back. She's the one that kills him. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. It was season 3, right? Yeah, when Hive... took her over, I guess, but just kind of manipulated. I don't know exactly how to explain the Hive thing again, but you know, Hive making her part of them, using her to kill Gideon. Completely forgot about that. Again, I forgot Yo-Yo probably would have known Mack's parents. I don't know. She knew who they were when she saw the pictures. So, I don't know, man. That's an impossible decision to make. Like, it should be straightforward. Like, you have to, you know, you have to make sacrifices to protect the greater good, but that's a hard one. And I'm pretty sure Mack, let's see, I mean, yeah, he would have been born before, but by this point, so it wouldn't stop him or his brother from being born, because that'd be the one thing that you have to worry about, or the side thing anyway. Because I mean, if he's not born, I don't know how much of this gets erased, like of the team. But yeah, I don't. Because honestly, I feel like I probably would have made the same decision as Mack. If I'm to be 100% honest, I don't think I could have done it. I think I could have gone through with the plan and destroyed it. As much as I would have wanted to, and it probably would have been the right thing to do. That's just a really tough choice. And you know, I just realized that would be the second time Daisy would be experimented on. Sort of not really experimented on, but like operated on. Because the first one time was with Fitz, when he was kind of sort of Leopold, and you know, digging into her neck and pulling out the crap that was dampening her powers in the first place. And now this guy would be more, you know, gruesome and careless, trying to extract the capabilities of her powers, or like, you know, what causes her powers to exist in the first place in her. And now Nathan wants the powers. I wonder why he didn't just leave Sousa though. He doesn't want Sousa. He just wants Daisy's powers. I feel like with both of them there, it'd be a little easier. They're both tied up, but I mean they both escaped worse situations. Now, real quick, going on to what's going on with Simmons, I'm wondering if she's a chronocom, and that's why, one, obviously the thing on her neck, and two, why she still looks young. Because I wasn't sure if maybe they were like in a pocket of time or something. They did something to stop them from aging or turn their age back or something. But you know, because they've mentioned, or she's alluded to the fact that it's been a long time since they've seen each other before she went back to pick them up at the end of last season. So my assumption is that she's either a chronicom or an LMD of sorts, and that's why, you know, why she hasn't aged, why she looks the way she looks right now. She's apparently forgetting something, and Enoch obviously knows what's going on with her, or at least he's aware of something different about her. He knows what she is, or what her problem is, and is trying to ease her mind. And they're probably gonna work on her. Maybe, I don't know what he would do, but she's been forgetting something, feeling off, confused. That's like so much stressful crap going on this episode. And I'm wondering if Patrick Warburton's character, Rick Stoner, did they replace him with a chronicom, or no, or is he just not believing them? I'm going to presume the latter, just because of the fact that she clocked him and he just went out. Not to say that May isn't strong, but she's fought a chronicom before and takes much more than that. for anybody to take out a chronocom. I really liked the nod to the old style like comic book S.H.I.E.L.D. outfits. I didn't put it together, the blue outfits they were wearing, I guess. I don't know if they had the belts on before with the holsters, but if not, then that's what did it for me. That's what was like, oh crap, I didn't realize that's what that was. I didn't put it together. But it was kind of cool seeing both May and Phil and Coulson in those outfits. But it seems that the chronocoms, like I know they're the ones that initiated the time jump in the first place. I thought that they somehow, I don't remember how Simmons worded it, but I thought that they found a window and went through that. But maybe they did, and then they just forced open a rip in time to go through, and that because that screwed everything up. Like their algorithm got messed up. So, and they're just following the chronocoms. They can't really do it on their own. They're capable of, surviving going through the rips or the windows or whatever, but I guess they can't go through it of their own accord, like without tailing the chronocoms essentially. They really screwed us over. Like we had time, but then of course time travels. It's a very interesting mechanic in the show because, like, normally you can just go back in time to fix a mistake. I mean, sometimes there's like they have a rule in place of like why you can't, because they can mess things up, and you shouldn't be you shouldn't interact with yourself in the past, or that could create some kind of paradox. But the fact that one, they actually aren't capable of time traveling necessarily on their own, and two, they're forced to jump. They're not necessarily, they're not doing it of their own volition. So when they they find out about the fact that chronocoms have accelerated Project Insight, and then they have, that's 3 years, right? They jumped 3 years, I believe. Before it happens, they still 3 years before it's officially ready, and then the chronocoms jump their own timetable. Like they actually force a time jump, and S.H.I.E.L.D's forced to follow them, and so they have little to no time to stop Project Insight from happening. And I wasn't sure how that was going to end. Like, are they going to have to go back? Are they going to be able to go back on their own? Or are they going to try to figure that out? Because that would kill a lot of people. A lot of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents in the future, or I guess the present. Take out, I don't know about all the, well, it would take out Nick Fury, who had the idea to bring these people together in the first place. Coulson, I don't think, would have been working for Nick. I mean, he wouldn't have been there. Since there would be no Nick Fury, Coulson wouldn't have been there to essentially inspire the Avengers to really form. And I don't know if they would have found Cap in the first place. So Steve would still be frozen in them. And Bruce obviously would have been dead. They killed the kid. They would have killed the kid. I mean, I know they don't. That's not necessarily a surprise. I'm just... Wait a second. Yeah, okay, they are jumping crap. For a second, I forgot that Susan and Daisy jumped with them. I was like, wait, were they stuck behind? And when they jumped, and everybody was on the whole team was on the ship, so it was fine. But speaking of the team, we have Enoch back. I know I kind of skirted over the fact that we have Enoch, because I mentioned him earlier. But we got Enoch back finally. He saved our lives, which was great. It was such a good way to come back. It was kind of saying, I mean, obviously that was the point. I mean, that was stupid to say that, but it was great that they were saying alive, but they put a nice little Enoch flavor into it. Oh man, I'm so glad he's back. He's like, you abandoned me for 40 years or 4 decades, whatever he said. But he's back, so I think he's okay. I'm glad he's I'm hoping forgiving them. I mean, they should apologize. No, they did. They technically did. It was like a split second, but they were kind of in a rush because, you know, danger. But yeah, I kind of like seeing Sousa so excited over the phone, because I mean that's decades ahead of him. Like that's that one in particular, over half a decade of a time jump what she has with it. I mean, obviously there's the time ship, and he sees that and she's like, my God, this is ridiculous. But still, like seeing such a small device being able to have such implications, such a applications, I guess is what I was trying to say. I don't know. I just love that. Like, you need maybe probably because you need a bigger computer. That thing's too small. It's like, actually, well, we kind of go through a weird phase of like the smaller means the like more the more advanced, but then things we wanted to get things bigger again. So I was like, I mean, it makes sense. Like more advanced stuff. So I mean, more advanced means it doesn't need as much. So it's all condensed for the hardware, but more of the advanced hardware. You know, if we want to make it run smoother, we put more of the advanced hardware into something. Therefore, we need a bigger device to hold up all of it in. But you know, anyway, I just love his excitement and just like the picture, like taking a picture on your phone and being able to zoom in by doing that on the screen. Like a lot of people, we all take that for granted, but it's just like that is a feat that we've reached. Like it's because I remember having a bar phone, and it's insane to think just like how far just the phone has come. And that was it. That was early 2000s, I think. Early 2000s, late 90s. Thinking just of Sousa's reaction, seeing that when he was, I don't know how old he is right here. He's like 30, 40. I think he's 40. Ooh. Early 40s, late 30s. Give or take, yeah. So, he was in the 50s, and just like, this is what he sees right now. That's just insane. But he was handling it, the being thrust into this instantaneous change in time. Everything around him different, like the clothing, the technology, the behavior, the language, or the not necessarily the language. It's kind of like a new language, but like the slang and everything is just so different. Like with the things that he'd said, I missed one. I didn't quite catch it. I heard it, but I was like, huh? I'm assuming with what the title was, because I heard milk. I had no idea what it was. Which kind of shows the difference. But just seeing he was handling it pretty well, but then like seeing at the minute with him and Daisy when she was hacking into the S.H.I.E.L.D. base, and it was kind of finally hitting him how much things had changed and how much he's missed. He never got a chance to say his goodbyes to anybody. So it's just, I felt so bad for him, because that was kind of what I was worried about, just him dealing with missing so much, and his life is not gone, but his previous life is gone now. Like he doesn't have that. What was I gonna say? There's something else. Oh yeah, and in fact he says that this is his last stop. So I'm wondering if he was gonna stay this time. It would be less of a whiplash for him, considering what all there is in the present time. And it's only slightly different. He'd be like a grandpa right now, and saying the usual back in my day, but he would just look younger. He'd have to be careful though. Back in my day, like, what are you talking about? You're my age. You're not that much older than me. Stuff like that. Or an older man was like, I don't know what you're talking about, young man, but I appreciate your class and your, I guess, wisdom. But I was kind of hoping he'd be with us the whole season. He might still, but I don't know. Maybe they're like, this is him kind of alluding to an exit. Or maybe we'll be stuck in the 70s for a good chunk of this season. I don't know. Because now we got Daisy and Sousa a bit kidnapped. So who knows what's going on with that? Like how long that's gonna take for them to track them down. I mean, they do have their, you know, S.H.I.E.L.D. tech, but I don't know if they have what they need to track them down. We can kind of see they've kind of shown it throughout the past couple episodes. The issues of Yo-Yo not having access to her, or not having full access to her powers, something going on with them, like how much of a problem that it's kind of given her, and kind of the team, like they're not able to do what they would have been able to do before because of the fact that she just can't move as fast as she can't move fast like before, like the super speed that she did. She wasn't able to reach the door in time to get out, so we could see before that happened that it's been weighing on her that she can't. She feels like it's I mean it's a big part of what she could do, but it's not. I mean, she's still capable of much more even without those powers. She's still an agent. She still had training. She just wouldn't be able to move as fast. I mean, it still sucks because being able to move that fast and then that being taken away from you, you have to move at such a slower pace. That's terrible. I would hate that. But I mean, you can see her with Mack, and she had that conversation with Mack a couple times. But I love that Mack, just how he's been comforting her about it and letting her know that it's not you. It's not what makes you. It's, you know, you're still a great agent. But yeah, you can see like her devastation when she wasn't able to reach the door in time. I'm wondering if it will be fixed. So I said this before. I'm not sure if it'll be fixed or it's going to remain that way. She's going to have to get used to it and maybe adapt to the new life that she has. I mean, I'd be good with either or. I do hope that I'm assuming they're not going to end her story at the end of this series kind of being down about it. I doubt they would. So hopefully, I'm interested to see which way they go with it. Again, either or, I'd be fine. I want to see Fitz so bad. Like I miss the actor so much. And, like him and Jemma and his interaction with the whole team. Like I don't know. I miss him. I miss that interaction a lot. And he's just such a great actor. So it's already episode 5 and we still don't have Ian. It's just still weird to say. But I'm hoping we get it. I'm assuming we see him in this season. If anybody knows what episode, please do not tell me. I want to be surprised. But I'm assuming they're not going to finish the series without Ian Castiger. He's been with the group since the beginning. I doubt they ended without him. So looking forward to whenever that happens. For now, guys, I think that is it for this week's episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Or this week's whatever. If you want to stick around for next episode, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and hopefully we'll have some Patreon stuff ready for early access going up relatively soon. Hoping, fingers crossed. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, that's about it. See you guys next week.